Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at what games are coming out in May. There's not really that many releases this time of the year, but I found 5 games that might be worth a look. Before we start, please smash that like button as it really helps. Right, let's do this. Up first today, we've got HUD, Outlaws and Legends. A lot of people are looking forward to this game already. It's going to be a 4v4 PvPvE. You and your team of 3 will be competing against another team in the AI. You have to steal the treasure from the Sheriff of Nottingham and escape with it. The game plays out in 3 phases. The first is to steal the key for the treasure. Now the key itself is always in the Sheriff of Nottingham. Now you have to pick his pocket, but you've got to be careful because if he catches you, he can literally one-shot kill you. Once you got the key, the game's then going to hint at a location of a building, and that's where you'll have to go and search. But it's also going to tell the other team that you've got the key as well. So while you have to get there fast, you have to be careful not to alert the guards. For one reason, the other team can hear you, and also 2, the guards can start to lock areas off. They'll close gates and doors that otherwise would have been open, so you have to find other routes to get to the objective. This is where the team composition also comes into play. You can play as one of 4 characters. The Ranger, who's your typical Robin Hood character, master of a bow. You can fire special arrows like flashbangs and explosives. Then you got the Hunter. She's a master of stealth. Apparently she can use her magic for invisibility, and she's got smoke grenades. She's armed with a crossbow that can fire multiple bolts at a time. Then you got the Brawler, which is based on Little John. He's got a special wrath ability that basically turns into a juggernaut and you can't stop him. Well, you can stop him, but he's nearly unstoppable. One of the abilities is that you can lift closed portcullises, so you can reach other areas. So if the guards shut an area off, you can lift the gate up. You know, escape through it and trap the guards on the other side, or the other team on the other side. The last choice is the Mystic. He's a magician, so he can use his magic to detect the other team when they're nearby. He's got things like poisonous smoke bombs you can use to take them out. Now once you discover the actual building with the treasure in, you've got to actually find it. But it's not going to be easy because some of the buildings are really big. One's apparently 5 floors tall. You can get hints from the guards. So if there's a lot of guards guarding a door, it's quite possible that'll be the vault where the treasure is. You know, if there's only one guy guarding it or no one guarding it, it's not like the treasure will be through that door. Now once you've got the treasure chest, you've got to get it off the map itself, so there's multiple possible extraction routes. But if the AI spots you with the chest, it'll sound an alarm and it locks down the whole map and sends knights to all the extraction points. But now the opposing team will be able to make these noises and distractions as well to try to lure the guards into discovering the other players. It sounds like a really cool game style, and I can imagine there being lots of flicking back and forth as people fight over the loot. The game's been released May 10th. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, and the PC. Up next, we've got The Wild at Heart. This is an adventure game about 2 children, Wake and his friend Kirby. They find themselves in a world full of strange magical creatures, and the world's under threat from an evil called the Never. Basically, the children have had a bad life and they've had bad experiences, so to escape it all, they go off into the woods. It's here that they discover the other realm. 2 children need to lead an army of small magical beings called Spritelings to fight against the evil. They're going to need to explore through this world of woods, caves, and ancient shrines, and there'll be lots of puzzles to discover on the way. They'll need to gather resources to build and craft. One scene shows the Spritelings constructing a bridge from sticks to cross a gap, and you'll also need to build a camp to hide in during the night. And there's a scene showing an air balloon that they've built as well. You'll need to battle strange monsters and supernatural creatures, using the Spritelings to swarm your enemies, or you can attack them like with a special vacuum cleaner weapon. The trailer doesn't really show much about the game, but it's already won multiple indie awards over the last couple of years while it's been in development, so they must be doing something right. It's going to be released on May 20th for Xbox One and PC. Up next we've got King of Seas. Now I love pirate games, but I can't stand procedural generation, and this one's got a procedurally generated map. They always sell it as never-ending content, as always different. But for example, when I played Valheim recently, once you've got everything, you're only really looking for certain areas like swamp, and instead you spend days travelling through meadows, then through the Black Forest, and on the other side of it, meadows again. Or you sail across the ocean, past the sea serpent, you find shore, oh look, it's meadows again. When we sailed across the ocean and found new land, first thing my brother said was, oh look, another creature, what is it, what is it? Oh, it's the same ones that you find in all the meadows, it just doesn't change, it's just the same. Anyway, back to this game. It's going to be a single-player action RPG. The plot is you fighting to regain something of yours that was taken away, but it doesn't tell you what that is. There are going to be 5 different types of ships that you can use, and they're all meant to be highly customisable. It looks to play like the old Sid Meier's Pirates from an overhead point of view. Now, they say you can have skills which will influence the ship-to-ship combat and other things. I couldn't find any screenshots showing this, or any clips to show what they might be. I promise that we'll be able to find treasure maps and be able to find hidden treasure. Pretty standard for a pirate game. In all honesty, for a pirate game, it doesn't really show anything that stands out. There's already quite a few decent games out there, so it'll need to have something special. But for me, they just say nothing about it and show nothing about it that's any different to any of the other games that are out there. Anyway, it's due out next month for PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Xbox One. Game number 4 for today is Monster Harvest. It's an RPG farming game, but there's a bit of a difference. You can grow crops, but you can also mutate them. Depending on what season you grow them in, they may change, or you can combine them with different slimes you find in the world. Sometimes they'll turn into planimals. These little creatures will be your companions to explore the world, and you can take them into fights with you, or make them fight against each other in turn-based combat. Apparently weather will also affect the way they grow. There are going to be 72 different mutations to discover, I'm not sure how many of these will be animals, but they show quite a few in the video. Alongside that, there's also going to be a crafting system where you'll be able to upgrade your house and barns and make things like furniture. There's also going to be a large world to discover and explore, and the aim of the game being to take down an evil company called Slime Co. It's got a similar look to Stardew Valley, and I like that, though I never did everything you can do in it. I still played it for nearly 40 hours. Me and my brother have a value idea around games, where if you can get around 1 hour's play for every £1 you paid or less, it was a worthwhile game. Anyway, it's going to be coming out on May the 12th for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and PC. For the last game today, we've got Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector. This is going to be a turn-based strategy game. Now, one day I hope they'll be able to make one of these in real time, with thousands of troops being available on screen at the same time, because I'll probably be able to show the battles. The Space Marines are meant to be outnumbered and being swarmed by hundreds of Geniuses at a time. Now, this game's going to have a massive 21 mission single-player campaign. You'll be able to play skirmish battles as well, and play as the tyrannies of the Space Marines. With the combat, they're saying it's going to be turn-based but fast-paced, so when it's your turn, you'll have action points to use. But the game concentrates around hero characters, they have more action points, so they'll do the most damage. But usually you'll be controlling small squads of 3 or 5 Marines. It'll feature a cover system as well, represented by a shield, showing you how good the cover is. There's going to be a momentum system in the game, so every attack you do will earn you points, which can be spent on surges or upgrades to your troops. Surges will allow you to string together multiple actions, so you can attack multiple units in the same turn. The game's going to be multiplayer as well, so you can play with your friends. But with Warhammer games, there have been so many poor games in the past, I prefer it if they give the franchise like the Total War team and see what they can do with it. This could be promising, though we'll have to wait and see next month. Anyway, that's all for today, so let me know what you think about these games and tell me if there's anything you're looking forward to. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos.